Hi again, this is Gabriel Gematria. Today's date is the 22nd of November, sorry, no, 22nd of February, and the word military invasion, I'm just jumping right to it, is 222. This is in reference to Russia invading Ukraine. Now the Western media is being like, oh, how dare Russia do this? And then Russian media is saying, we have the right to, but understand this, both Russia and the United States government and the British government and all the European governments and the governments of the world, they're all controlled by the New World Order, by the Zionist Jesuits, Masonic secret societies that run their governments. At the top of the pyramid is the Catholic Church, then above them is a much higher power, the priesthood. The ones that organize all these rituals, they do it by the numbers, probably using can't say the damn word, a supercomputer to sync up these events. But that's a entirely different story altogether. Supercomputer, something Dr. Savage mentioned. Now this is Putin. The invasion happens 139 days from his last birthday. Freemasonry is 139. Again, it's by the numbers. Using gematria, the practice code number into words, goes back to Kabbalah. Understand that gematria, the Kabbalah system is a global system. It's not a Russian system or American system. It's a global system, and they all party to it. And more importantly, all these countries, most of them, have a central bank. They are all private central banks. It's speculated that the Rothschilds own all these central banks, which is possible because the Rothschild is like one of the notoriously powerful families in the banking industry. Obviously, they're not in control. People make the mistake saying that they're in control, but they're not. But they are in control of the governments. So they're above Putin. They're above Boris Johnson. They're above Joseph Biden. Above them, I say it's the Vatican. Above the Vatican, I say it's the priesthood. Joe Biden. This invasion also syncs up his birthday because you get 3 months and 3 days. Masonry's 33. Again, another Masonic connection there. He's 95 days old. Deep State's 95. Deep State, not the one Trump's talking about. Deep State meaning the Catholic Church, the Chabad Lubavitch. There's something else that I mentioned before. Chabad Lubavitch, the Messianic cult, which is Jewish, that call for the end times. Hence, that's why you see these extreme weather events and terrorism and wars, all done by the numbers, by the way. And speaking of 95 days, Ancient Scottish Rite is 95, Brotherhood of Saturn is 95. I mean, they all belong to the same brotherhood, the Saturnian Brotherhood. They're all Freemasons. In gematria, the word war is 42 like Freemason. War is 21 like Jesuit. Ukraine 79 like Society. Jesus 79. Again, another Zionist Jesuit colony. Well, they are, most of them. Russia's 48, reflection of 84. Conflict 33 like Masonry 33. United States of America is 84 like Jesuit Order 84. The word sanctions is 33. Conflicts 33. I'm just highlighting the words and terms they use because every time a word appears and it gets a lot of play in the media because, as someone pointed out, Mully P. Hall, he's a former Freemason. He wrote a number of books, like The Secret Teaching of All Ages. He points out the power, how much power words have. So when you hear the word sanctions, you're like, oh, they're going to sanction Russia. But we know, when we decode these words, we know what they mean. They are basically manipulating you into thinking that there's a conflict between two countries. Now, this entire thing is a psychological operation designed for one purpose: to keep you distracted, to keep your mind in fear, not realizing that the people that rule over you are the enemy. Just should mention as well, since we're talking about all the countries involved in this conflict, United Kingdom is 58 like Freemasonry, 58 Boris Johnson is 58 like Freemasonry. NATO is 58 like Freemasonry. NATO is 22 like today's date, because they're in the news complaining and moaning about the whole thing. Johnson, from Johnson's birthday till today, you get 8 months and 4 days. Jesuit order is 84. Now this is the president of Ukraine. Now this guy is a lot like Trump, an actor, an entertainer. I mean, Trump, you've seen Trump on The Apprentice. I mean, this guy is a Trump because he's a celebrity. He's got no political experience. He ran for president. Before he ran for president, he was an actor, comedian. Actor. He's a fucking actor. And he's 4 weeks and 1 day old when this conflict begins. And in Gematria, Zionist is 41. Again, and a Zionist stooge. President Joe Biden is 84, like Jesuit 84. Vladimir Putin is 84, like Jesuit Order 84. Vladimir Putin, who's in the news today, is 22, like today's date, 22. Zelensky, 58. In the one with the Francis Bacon cipher is 58, like Freemason 58. Zelensky. Sorry, I mentioned Haval Lubavitch. Haval Lubavitch is 54, like Jesuit Order 54. I'm going to mention something else that you've probably not heard of. Sabbatine Frankist. Sabbatine Frankist. I won't be able to give you a complete I won't be able to give a complete detail of it, but I'll try my best. This is on Clifford Shack. He wrote lots. He wrote important stuff related to Sabbatai Zevi. I'm not gonna find it. Unfortunately, I can't get any. Basically, Sabbatai Zevi was a Jewish messiah who was condemned to death, but then he, through the order of the Ottoman Sultan, converted to Islam. But behind the scenes, he still maintained his Jewish identity. So what he did from the 1700s onwards, I think mid 1600s and onwards, he started infiltrating the Ottoman Empire and other countries. And then through Jacob Frank, you get Sabatin Frankis, who infiltrated the entire Muslim world and other countries and created all these different ideologies, communism and Nazism. I mean, it's alleged that they even financed Hitler through the Rothschilds. And 80% of London, Israel. Crypto-Jewish Nazis, basically, the senior Nazis were in fact crypto-Jews. Hitler was a crypto-Jew. Stalin was a crypto-Jew. Churchill was a crypto-Jew. So was Roosevelt. And next time I bring them up, I'll try to find something very informative. So Sabatin Frankist in Gematria is 116, like the Roman Catholic Church, which is 116. In my opinion, it's Sabatin Frankist crypto Jews or Sabatin Frankists that run the Catholic Church. So all the degeneracy that we see roots back to the Catholic Church. I mean, the Roman Catholic Church should be called the Sabatin Frankist Church because that's what it is. I mean, all those stories about the Catholic Church, the Vatican being involved in crime and all that, it's true. Terrorism, drug trafficking, child trafficking, pedophile rings. They are the biggest criminal gang in the world, the Catholic Church. And Ukraine crisis, you get 99, goes above $99 a barrel. In Gematria, 99 is Roman Catholic Church, 99 in the Jewish cipher. Oil prices in Gematria is 56, like Society G is 56. They're pushing the price of oil. The Catholic Church. Ukraine crisis in Gematria is 156. False flag is also 156. So it is a false flag. It's not being done by Russia or United States. It's done by the New World Order. Ukraine crisis, by the way, is 77, like Zionist 77, Power 77. This is from a YouTuber, I forget his name, Joe's or something. Wasn't sure about this guy at first, but even though the guy's a Christian, born again Christian kind of thing. In Gematria, and the daily news 46, and invasion is 46, order ab chaos 46. So thank you, Joseph. I probably mentioned this in the last video, but I'll mention it again. Press conference at 2:22 p.m. on the day of the 22 of the 2nd of 2022. Order ab chaos is 222. So that concludes the decode. See you soon.